Once again, Mayor Saleema Thomas is showing support for youth development in Point Fortin. She has attended a ceremony just outside the Assembly Hall of the Chatham Youth Facility, hosted by the Ministry of Youth Development and the National Service.
Today, I am bringing some level of hope.
And today, we all stand testament that something is about to happen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is extremely important.
Member of Parliament for Point Fortin Kennedy Richards Jr. and the Minister of Youth Development and the National Service Foster Cummins are expressing hope. However, leader of the Trinidad and Tobago Democratic Front, Nicholas Anthony Williams, is expressing several concerns.
We have a situation in Point Fortin where there is no youth opportunities or jobs for citizens in Point Fortin and environs. So yesterday, Kennedy Richards and the Minister for Youth Development was at Chatham Youth Camp turning soil to refurnish that establishment towards setting up a program for youth development, right?
Kennedy Richards made reference to participants of the Chatham Youth Camp who in the past
Some of the former camp trainees right here would have took up senior managerial positions and senior technician positions in places like Trimmer, Petrochin, Dunlop, T&TDF. There existed some sports teams that would have come out of this youth camp and they would have reached and achieved almost national level in terms of their ability. And what this is going to do to the people of the Southwestern Peninsula is that it's going to bring a high standard of training to their doorsteps. So we know we may not have the need now to go to Port of Spain to get that type of training. It's coming to our backyard.
While Mr. Williams endorses developmental programs, he isn't convinced that there will be adequate job opportunities whereby young persons will be able to put their skills to work.
But the question is Trinidad and Tobago, even though I welcome it, what is the real setup of the program? After the 2 years, will these young people be integrated into jobs, or they go home and sit down like the many programs that they had in Point Fortin and other places throughout Trinidad and Tobago where there is no facilitation for jobs for these young people or opportunities, right? And we have people who went through a lot of government programs and they are still sitting home jobless. Don't talk for him, Point Fortin, right?
The MP in his closing words stated he has full confidence in MTS, the consultant and the contractor.
I have full confidence in MTS as a project manager, in the consultant, in the contractor.
But the thing I was watching Trinidad and Tobago, right? The reporters did not ask any question of what is going to be the output of this program and didn't ask any questions about who going to get the contracts, right? Is the contracts going to be put out to the public or just given to a friend, right? So MTS, they say, is one of the partners that dealing with those refurbishment, and if that is the case, they will be handing out subcontracts, right? Now, what worries me that our good friend, Kennedy Richards, the MP at Point Fortin, a very good friend, a good friend who's connected to another contractor, right? Where all of them, right, just get contracts through Kennedy Richards and the borough, and they are able to spend all $5,000 in drinks and have fun and party with the ladies, right? Now, I want to know if these contracts are going to be, handed out to the public, or are these contracts going to be handed out to Kennedy Richards' good friend, real good friend, who have been getting all the contracts in Point Fortin or other P&M financiers in Point Fortin? Or is it going to be publicized and everybody get to make a fair bid as a small contractor in Point Fortin, where the wealth is shared, or as I said, given to Kennedy Richards' good friends? My Point Fortin is full of so much corruption when it comes to the borough. And since Kennedy Richards came into power, Kennedy Richards and others in the borough have been facilitating movements to put money only in their friends' pocket, right? Turning these projects also into 5 days and 10 days. I want to know if the Chatham Youth Camp is also going to be another 5 days and 10 days program. Trinidad and Tobago, Point Fortin people seeing hell. They are being stepped on by these PNM, how to say it, persons in office in Point Fortin pretending they care about we. I am asking Point Fortin and environs people to ask the questions, right? The reporters didn't ask it. Is Kennedy Richards' good friends going to be the ones getting those Chatham contracts, or would it will be put to the rest of contractors in Point Fortin? We're in trouble in this country. After all, fellow Point citizens, Kennedy Richards, the MP for Point Fortin, good friend, he partner in corruption when it comes to projects in Point Fortin, had a special seating at the turning of the soil for the Chatham Youth Camp Restoration Program. Point Fortin, we living in hell with these people.
This is Daniel George reporting for Sawick Media Mode.